Innovators in Uganda are urgently calling for a more streamlined and enforceable national intellectual property (IP) policy as concerns mount over widespread cases of idea theft, particularly among students and tech developers in institutions of higher learning. The alarm was sounded during a one-day dissemination workshop on Uganda's newly launched ICT Intellectual Property (IP) guidelines held at Kabale University on Wednesday. The workshop was organized by the Ministry of Information, Communication Technology, ICT, and National Guidance in partnership with the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, and the Uganda Registration Services Bureau, URSB. This initiative is part of a broader effort by the Ugandan government to strengthen the country's innovation ecosystem, empower local talent, and ensure that intellectual creations are both protected and commercialized effectively. Blair Nkuba, the director, Thoraxa Technologies, is one of many calling for urgent reforms. Young tech minds say a lack of legal knowledge and resources is leaving them exposed.
Our projects are stolen.
Have you experienced some?
Me personally, I'm a victim of that. Some institutions or companies call up for exhibitions, hackathons, or competitions, take up our projects, take our documentations, and in the end we see our projects being showcased somewhere else without our knowledge. So our ideas are being taken, our projects are being taken up, and we are just losing out. So if me as a software developer, I find a challenge interacting with the URSB website to seek the possible channels on which I have to register my IP, meaning someone who has no technical skill in software, it's very hard for them to register their project. So navigating through the URSB website is very difficult. So you don't really know the exact sections to tap into to start the registration process for the patent. Then another challenge is it is a lengthy process. So to attain a grant for your product, maybe from the formality report level, it is taking us like a year, and there we are losing opportunities as innovators. So the major challenge is the period, the costs, then even the navigation of the URSB website.
Was this workshop timely to tackling some of the challenges that you're facing?
Very much, because right now I have a pending project. I worked on the formality report, and now the application level is kind of delaying, yet we submitted a long time ago.
So among the challenges that students are facing I have noticed during my time of leadership, the young innovators are not exposed to the kind of structures that the government is having. We have had this workshop, but I have not satisfied with what they have given us, because they have not laid on us to a table what exactly the government has put on, especially the grassroots structures, to help these young innovators, specifically in institutions like the universities, because almost all knowledge is generated from these universities, especially when they are exposed to the kind of to certain institutional facilities that they have provided. These students are usually exposed, and they come up with certain innovations which are not furthered. Apparently, these innovations are not given attention because there are no structures or avenues where they can go to address these concerns, so that maybe they can be helped to develop them. I think there is a loophole there which maybe government should address.
Even the university is taking precautions. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Johnny Mugisha says some projects are no longer showcased. Out of fear they will be stolen.
Yeah, we have fears that every innovation actually, by its name an innovation, is prone to being stolen, because an innovation is a unique idea which comes from the deep thinking of somebody's brain, and it's only unique to the innovator, and being an innovation, it has value. It can result into a commercialized or a commercializable product, and therefore it is highly prone to being stolen, and that's when the issue of intellectual property comes in, and the issue of registration of the innovation. We have had cases where innovation from our researchers, our students here at Kabale University have been I don't want to use the word stolen, but have been taken up by other secondary innovators to the loss of the primary innovators. So this is something that we need to guard against, and this workshop will really help us a lot to equip us with the knowledge on how to navigate around intellectual property and innovation registration.
The new ICT IP guidelines, launched in February, aim to tackle these issues head-on. They offer tools to protect, develop, and commercialize homegrown tech.
Property is a key aspect of innovation. It's a key aspect of entrepreneurship. And we believe that as young people come up with new ideas, as young people think of initiatives, they should safeguard these ideas and put their names to them so that they can benefit more from them. So IP basically helps them safely disseminate their ideas, so that if they are getting into investment conversations, if they are getting into partnership conversations, your initial idea is not given away. If, say, you came up with a very interesting initiative of, maybe if it's a medical solution for identifying the malaria disease in a human body at its very initial and early stages, and that is something that is not already into the market. We have some of these solutions that have been developed by young people in universities, and what we are saying is that as you are putting your solution out there into the community for it to be utilized, you can actually make more out of it, and that is what intellectual property provides to you. So it helps you safely disseminate it, but then also identify various ways in which we can improve this solution. If you were using a mobile phone to scan or screen this, perhaps you can use different improve on the technology to use different devices to detect this disease. Then we have seen people come up with solutions whereby you wear a wristwatch to detect it, maybe to detect your high blood pressure or certain diseases within your bodies. And these are the different solutions that we are advocating for. And it's not only in health, but also in agriculture, solutions in finance, and solutions in governance.
Japan, through JICA, is backing the effort, even exploring job opportunities for Ugandan engineers in Japan.
So my project is focusing on the ICT, and so we are doing the TOT, the training of trainer, to the UICT lecturers. But curriculum is the ICT sector, which means such as AI, cybersecurity, the data center, data cloud, web application or software application. So this is not the study of the education. So, but our TOT is also including the somehow the pedagogy method. So, such as the name is Philip class method. So I'm not the expert in this one. But so usually the university lecturers giving the lecturer to students, and then the student deal with that.
This call for action comes just days ahead of World Intellectual Property Day, a time to celebrate creators and protect the ideas shaping our future. Highland Television, elevating your view.